Hi guys, Felix here from FelixFashionReviews.com. Today I'm going to be talking about my Balmain biker sweater. So I want to say this is from fall-winter 14, but it could be fall-winter 13. This is that first season they started doing that hybrid Asian fusion kind of thing. And you're going to see here when I do up the sweater, it's got that double-breasted kimono sort of look where it only zips up halfway and then the lapels come together on either side. I don't personally like wearing this with that belt, so I usually tie it around the back there. But this sweater does have some interesting things you wouldn't necessarily expect to find on a sweater, and we're going to look at more of that later on. So first thing off the bat is quite a heavy fabric. It's maybe a 20 ounce. I'm not really too familiar with ounces, but if you have something by D squared or you're familiar with the D squared heavy net sweatshirts, this is that same sort of fleecy material. Very smooth on the outside. The inside does have that fleece kind of pilled feel. It's the only way I can describe it. Very heavy. I don't want to say it's rigid along the zipper areas, but that zipper definitely holds a lot of shape to it. So you can see me flipping on the inside there. You're going to see more of that lining later on, but it is a pretty heavy fabric when I'm playing around with it. On the sleeves here, you can see that it does have some decorative biker stitching there. That also gives a little bit of a dart, so the sleeves do kind of bend where your elbows would normally go, and that's supposed to help with the fit. These zippers are functional, and underneath there's some webbing that holds everything together, and that does expand and contract, and that's the same webbing you're going to see later on when I flip the sweatshirt over and look at the back. So all the zips are the classic Lampo zips. If you're familiar with Balmain, you know these. All pyramid teeth. That's one way that you're able to authenticate Balmain, is even if the zippers are Lampo, they tend to use the cheaper ones that are just the normal style, but the Balmain or original pieces will use those zipper teeth where the zipper looks symmetrical on both sides. The belt here uses that same highly polished nickel which you're used to on the zippers, so you're not gonna have one set of hardware different than the other in terms of shine or color. It's all the same. I assume those other pieces are by Lampo as well. You can see me there struggling with the zippers. Balmain zippers on jackets are notoriously difficult to do up and undo, so it's something you just gotta get used to. You can see me playing with the collar a little bit more there, showing off that kimono double-breasted kind of thing. There are pockets on the breasts here, however, they do have a sort of a lining, I want to say, that buttons there. You don't see that from the outside. However, I don't really think you're even supposed to use these, because A, they're hard to get into, B, the way it's stitched together into the lapel line there, you can't even really fit anything in there. The side zippers are fully functional, and they go right down to the hem, which is nice. But you can see there's not a ton of room. You can maybe fit a small camera in there or a phone or something like that. That's about it. You wouldn't really want to put anything more than that in there, despite them being such large pockets in terms of height. Epaulets, normal buttons. It's the same nickel-plated hardware that you see on the rest of the zippers and on that belt. Flipping it inside now, you can see where this becomes really interesting. They put a lot of extra work into it. There is a partial lining which hides all the zippers and the pockets and the everything like that. And that's a nice little added thing. It feels better than having just those pockets or zippers or whatever touching against you. So it's an additional thing that Balmain does. It's obviously more work required, but that's what you're paying for. You can see when I flip it over on the back, I actually really need to give that a clean. But the belt kind of comes around the back and it looks like there's clasps to draw it in. However, those are just pieces of fabric there on the belt. However, the whole back does have that elastic hem, which you don't see on the front. So that's going to allow you to stretch the back and get that really tight fit, and the front will stay nice and clean without that hemming. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.